ever seen a shooting star? Look up in the sky at night, see a shooting star go by. You ever wonder what that is? A shooting star is actually it's called a meteorite, and the meteorite is a meteor that falls to the Earth's surface. You ever wonder what that is? Actually, we have one right here that we found in Argentina, in the desert of Argentina, the Atacama Desert. This meteorite was probably about the size of a car when it ran into Earth's atmosphere. The rest of it burned up and went away. You guys can't tell this right now, but this meteorite probably weighs about 20 pounds. This is really heavy and it's dense. It's made out of iron and nickel. We also had scientists look at this, and they were able to tell us that this meteor formed in space and it cooled from a molten state over millions of years in a lightless environment. So we know it came from space. So why would we care about things like this on Earth? Well, obviously we look at it and got really, really hot, right? Well, do we ever care about things on Earth that get really, really hot? Actually, we do. A lot of our machines get really hot. How about your mom and dad's car? That's an internal combustion. That's a fire combustion process going on in there. We have to cool that whole engine in order it gets too hot. By studying things like this we learn in nature, we can learn more about that, and we can develop materials and processes and machines that are more efficient. Wouldn't it be cool to have an engine in a car that got 500 miles a gallon? Wouldn't that be really excellent? I know I'd be real happy if I got better gas mileage than I do right now. So why would we care about studying things in space? Why do we even care about space at all? Well, space is important to us for a lot of things. You guys know what the weather is like today? How did you know that? Well, we learned that from the weatherman on TV. Well, how did the weatherman on TV learn that? Well, he got it from a satellite that's in space right now. How did that satellite get into space? Well, we had to put it there. We had to make machines that sent these machines up into space. These are called rockets. So what else do we do in space? We have communications, cell phones, TV, the banking. Everything we do requires space. Well, what else can we learn from space? We can learn about crops and fires and disease and global warming, food production. Did you know you can go on Google Earth right now and you can find archaeological sites that are unknown? They found quite a few recently in South America and Central America. They found quite a few archaeological sites. They never saw those before. You can do that right now on Google. Isn't that cool? What else? What kind of things would you want to have to learn about things like this? Well, you need to have a lot of science and education and math and physics. But what other things are really important to learn about technology? Or why would we even care about stuff like this? I'm a space technologist. I'm a rocket scientist, and it's important to me. I have an engineering background. I like math and I like science, but going into space requires so many more disciplines. A discipline is someone that knows things about one particular area. We need doctors, we need scientists, we need computer programmers. All these apps that you guys are creating for your cell phones right now, those are computer programs. That's how we control our machines. Did you know your car runs on apps? Pretty cool, huh? How about the food that the astronauts eat on the space station? Did you know there's people living in space right now? We have 6 people living in space that stay up there for about 6 months at a time. Where do they get their food from? We have to take it up to them. Wouldn't it be cool if we could grow that food in space? What about the next generation of people to go to the moon? We can take all the food with them. When Lewis and Clark left St. Louis back in the 1800s to explore the New World, did they take all the food they needed for 2 years with them? No, they found it along the way, right? They found game, they found crops, they found food, they found water, they found it along the way. When we go to the moon and we go to Mars, we need to do that too. We can't take everything with us, it's just too much. So we're going to have to find that out. Did you know there's water on the moon? There's a lot of water on the moon. Did you know there's water on Mercury? Crazy enough, there's actually a lot of water on Mercury. So if we get to the moon, we have water. We have lots of sunlight, so we make electricity through photovoltaic cells. So we can take that water and we can make hydrogen and oxygen. We have breathing air, we have water. I think we could grow food on the moon? I think we could. If we have energy, we could make fuel. We could build houses and structures, and we could live on the moon. That'd be cool, that. What else do you want to talk about? Perfect.
So I was thinking, so from the spark
I'm
of
just totally winging that, okay?
yeah, no, that was perfect. So from this, that you start with the imagination, where's that coming from, and now we're today here at the Space Symposium, science and all the rest. So thank you so much, Greg.
You guys are awesome. Nobody's
Thank
ever
you.
asked a bit.